Hi, welcome to VideoMathLessons.com, and tonight we're going to talk about Algebra 2 and Trigonometry, and we're going to do a 5-minute review. So the first topic we're going to do is talk about factoring, and especially lead coefficients. Now, the 5-minute review is supposed to be, it's a ballpark, so it's a little less, a little more. It's right around where we're going to be. So let's get started. So we have a problem. Number 1, factor 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. So how do you know it's a lead coefficient factoring? Well, first you have to check for greatest common factor. You always check for GCF. There is nothing that goes into all three spots, right? Nothing goes into 2 or the 3. So it's not a greatest common factor problem. So then what I have to do is it's going to be a problem. It's going to when I multiply it out, it has to work out to be this. And so the problem is this 2 in the front that messes people up. So there's a method to do this, and it depends on what school you go to. Sometimes this is how they teach, always how to factor. And here's how the method goes. First, I want to multiply the front and the back, and you're going to keep the sign. So 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. And you always write down your signs when you're doing it like this. And what I need now is two numbers that multiply to negative 4, but add up to 3. And so you're going to say, well, positive 3, so you got to be careful. So positive 4 times negative 1 add up to 3. And they multiply to negative 4. And the next step is I'm going to make fractions out of these. You're going to divide by the lead number, the 2, with an x, because there's x's in the problem. And it seems a little crazy at first, but it works perfect. You reduce the fractions if you can. So 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. Nothing reduces, leave it alone. And the last step is to read it upside down. So it's 1x, so just x plus 2 times 2x minus 1. And that's the factoring for this problem. And if you FOIL it out, distribute it out, x times 2x is 2x squared, 4x minus x is plus 3, 2 times negative 1, negative 2. And that's how it works. So let's try it again. So we have 3x squared minus 5x minus 12. I'm going to multiply the front and the back. You get negative 36. And you always keep the sign, right? And then I got to say, well, what times what is 36? It adds up to 5. And, it might take you a second, but you get to 9 and 4. The sign in the middle goes with the bigger number, so it's going to be negative 9, positive 4. And I'm going to make fractions. I divide by the lead coefficient. We reduce it if we can. So 3 goes into both of these. Oops. 3 goes into these. That's a 1. And then we read it upside down. So it's going to be 1x minus 3 times 3x plus 4. And if you want, you can check it out. You can distribute it out. Minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5 for the middle. 3x is 3x squared. Negative 3, 4 is negative 12. And that's the factoring. Let's try it again. All right. Look at this one. Factor completely 10ax squared minus 23ax minus 5a. All right, now this one's a little trickier. I always look for a greatest common factor first, and this problem actually has one. And I look and I see there's an a in every term. And there's no number that comes out, so I just take out the a. And so that's what you get when you first do it. And now we're going to do the method again. Multiply front and back, negative 50. Two numbers that multiply to 50, you can get a 23 out of them. 25 and 2. And you got to think, well, look, the sign in the middle is negative. It goes with a bigger number. So 25, negative 25 and positive 2. Divide by the lead coefficient with the variable. Now reduce if you can. Now this one reduces twice, both sides. So 5 goes in here twice, 5 times. 2 in here once, 2 in here 5 times. And then we read it upside down. So 2x minus 5 5x plus 1. And you're not done, because don't forget, at the very beginning there was an a. We took out that a, so you got to put that a back. And that is the factoring for this problem. A times 2x minus 5 plus 5x plus 1. Oh, that's it. Thank you. Have a nice night, and hopefully you catch some other videos.